I don't have a lot of emotion for this meeting. Team USA stuff.
Oh, my wedding bands. My wife is the
Okay, calm down.
Hey, Celeb Nexa fam. Get ready for an emotional roller coaster. The season 6 premiere of The Kardashians has left fans reeling after a raw and heart-wrenching moment between Khloé Kardashian and her ex-husband, Lamar Odom. Years after their highly publicized separation and divorce, the former couple came face-to-face once again, and what unfolded during their brief reunion has sparked shock, heartbreak, and deep reflection across the fanbase. Let's dive into the emotional reunion, Khloé's vulnerable reaction, and the jaw-dropping moment when Lamar referred to her as my wife. The unexpected encounter in what was meant to be a final act of closure, Khloé met with Lamar to return the last of his belongings, the physical remnants of a once deeply committed 7-year marriage. But what was supposed to be a simple, respectful goodbye took an emotional turn that no one saw coming. Lamar, clearly overwhelmed by the moment, looked at Khloé and called her his wife, a word that froze time and instantly changed the tone of their conversation. The heartbreak and tension were palpable. Even though their divorce was finalized back in 2016, Lamar's words reopened emotional wounds that Khloé had worked so hard to heal. Khloé's reaction, a protective shield. Khloé, visibly taken aback, immediately tried to shut the moment down. My wife, is this okay? Calm down, she said with a nervous laugh, attempting to deflect the intense emotion with a layer of discomfort and distance. But her words weren't just casual banter. They were a shield, an emotional barrier she had to quickly rebuild to protect herself from the vulnerability that Lamar's comment had triggered. For Khloé, hearing the word wife wasn't just a painful reminder of the past. It was a reopening of the emotional wounds left behind by betrayal, addiction, and years of trying to hold together a broken love. A love that left scars, as Khloé explained in the episode. Her emotional boundaries around Lamar didn't just come from a place of bitterness. They were built from trauma. I have dealt with so much trauma in this relationship for years, she shared, her voice trembling under the weight of painful memories. She spoke candidly about the immense difficulty of emotionally detaching from someone who was once the love of her life. This was such the love of my life. To learn how to unlove someone, to have to go through all that. It's almost like a death, Khloé said. These were not the words of someone clinging to the past, but rather the honest reflection of a woman who had fought for love, endured deep emotional wounds, and finally learned how to walk away for her own survival. Lamar's emotional confession, despite the emotional distance, a layer of tenderness still lingered between the two. Lamar, who has never shied away from publicly declaring his lingering love for Khloé, opened up once more. I love you for trying your hardest with me, man. Thank you. And I don't think that love will ever go away. I know it won't. His words were raw, emotional, and genuine. For Lamar, Khloé wasn't just his ex-wife. She was the one person who stood by him during the darkest chapters of his life. From his struggle with addiction to his near-fatal overdose in 2015, Khloé was his lifeline. And that bond, no matter how broken, left a mark on both of them. A painful reminder for Khloé, however, this reunion wasn't about reigniting an old flame. It was about facing a chapter of her life that nearly destroyed her emotionally. Loving Lamar meant enduring endless heartbreak, disappointment, and trauma. Being married to someone battling addiction isn't just difficult, it's emotionally exhausting. And for years, Khloé tried to carry that weight alone. Walking away wasn't just an act of closure, it was a declaration of self-preservation. The emotional burden became too much. This reunion, while brief, was a stark reminder of why she had to leave. Fan reactions. Heartbroken and divided fans of the Kardashians were left in tears after watching the emotional exchange. Social media lit up with reactions ranging from heartbreak to nostalgia to concern. Many sympathized with Khloé, praising her strength for standing her ground while acknowledging the pain she still carries. Others expressed sadness for Lamar, who clearly still holds onto the love he once had. This wasn't just a TV moment. It was a glimpse into a complex relationship filled with love, loss, and emotional resilience. For Khloé, the wounds of the past haven't completely healed, but her strength, honesty, and emotional growth were on full display. And for fans, this reunion was a powerful reminder that some love stories don't end in happily ever after, but in hard-earned self-love and healing.
Took you through a lot, huh?
Yes. I can't say that was the easiest time.
No, not for me either. Yeah,
With what?
with you. I love you for trying your hardest with me, man.
Thank you.
And that love, I don't think it'll ever go away.
The responses to Khloé and Lamar's reunion have been nothing short of emotional. Longtime fans who have followed their relationship from the beginning were deeply moved by the raw vulnerability on display. Seeing the two interact again after so many years stirred powerful feelings across social media. Comments from fans poured in, with many expressing heartbreak and empathy for Khloé. This is so heartbreaking. Khloé has been through so much, and to see her still carrying the weight of this after all these years. I just hope she finds the peace she deserves. Lamar's love for her is so real, you can feel it, but I just want Khloé to heal from everything they went through together. For many viewers, the reunion served as a painful reminder of the highs and lows of their love story, and a hopeful moment for Khloé's continued healing and emotional growth.
We're trying to get pregnant.
Yes.
Okay, all right. And
But I fake tried. Like I was married, but I knew the circumstances weren't the healthiest, so I just kept pretending I was doing it.
When I was doing my fertility treatments, like they were more so for Lamar. I had to stop because there was much deeper stuff that was happening in our marriage. I knew, it wasn't the right situation to bring a child into. And I think I've done a lot of covering up for him, like even when it made me look like I was the problem. But I was fine taking on that burden on my shoulders because he had a lot of other deeper to deal with.
Lamar's words show he's never truly moved on from Khloé, but she's right to protect her heart. After all the pain she's endured, she deserves peace, not more heartbreak. Her reaction showed how guarded she's become. Deep down, she may still care, but she's choosing healing over history, and that takes real strength.
Be as honest, as transparent about our relationship as possible. Maybe it might help somebody else, who has a position of power because of who they're married to, what they've attained on their own. Maybe it might help them and just to be in her presence. But I understand that it happens and, people move on in their lives.
Lamar Odom's emotional words made it clear his love for Khloé Kardashian still runs deep. But for Khloé, the pain he caused runs just as deep, and the wounds haven't fully healed. She's been hurt too many times, and while she's strong, moments like this remind us just how much she's endured. Watching their reunion was heartbreaking, and you could feel the emotional weight in every glance, every word. Khloé has been through so much with Lamar: addiction, betrayal, emotional turmoil. And even though she's moved forward with her life, this interaction brought back everything. The love they once had is still there in some form, but so is the pain. Their story is one of passion, tragedy, and resilience. This powerful scene raises a big question. Can two people who've shared so much pain ever truly find peace? Even if they're not meant to be together romantically, is it possible for them to build some form of closure, friendship, or healing? For Khloé, this wasn't just a conversation. It was a confrontation with her past, a past filled with both love and deep emotional damage. She's built a life beyond Lamar, but this reunion reminded us that some chapters, no matter how far behind, still leave a mark. For Lamar, his feelings seem genuine. His love for Khloé hasn't faded, and maybe it never will. But the question remains, is he holding on to a dream that no longer exists? Is he still clinging to a version of their relationship that time, pain, and growth have long changed? So now we turn to you. What do you think? Can Khloé and Lamar ever fully heal from the past? Are Lamar's feelings for Khloé genuine, or is he stuck in nostalgia? And most importantly, how do you feel watching Khloé fight to protect her heart after everything she's been through? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned to Celeb Nexa for all the latest updates on Khloé, Lamar, and everything Kardashian.